More powerful stories are coming. The person that's going to be coming up next is I do a speaker training class where I train people to be speakers. And she is in that class, and we met, and she shared her story that I thought was so powerful when she was done. I said, oh my gosh, you have to share that. What's your story? And being the wonderful friend that she is, she said yes, because you want to, right? Yes, because you wanted to. So I have to say, though, for the speakers so far, you guys are like on it. You're ending before your 20 minutes, so it's like awesome. Very good. So I'd like to bring down my friend, Devra Betts.
You know, our life is made up of moments, and sometimes they're fleeting and they go by and we barely even recognize them and know that they're there. And then there's those moments that are life-changing, and we can learn from them if we allow them to be teachable moments. And I had one such moment about 24 years ago. We were traveling down the I-15. And typically I would have been very joyful and excited because there was no traffic. And even on 24 years ago, I-15 was always under construction and it was always crowded. But I wasn't joyful this morning. Matter of fact, my heart was heavy. The tension in the car, you could cut it with a knife. We were traveling down 15 going to the airport, taking my daughter out of state to rehab. Inside the car was very quiet, and I looked to my right and caught a glimpse of her. And instantly, all those memories for 16 years flashed in my brain. The day we picked her up from the hospital and brought her home, the joy that filled our hearts. The way she would cup my face in her hands and give me a kiss. The way she would love to be swung as we walked hand in hand down the street. The way my husband would wrap her in a towel after her bath and bring her to me for the cuddles at night. The first time we found her, overdosed. The second time, and the third, which kind of led us to that moment. This child we prayed for, that we loved, that we celebrated, was slipping away because of an addiction to methamphetamine. And the doctor said if she has any hope of rehabilitation, this time we would have to send her out of state. So I could barely breathe, just the thought, all these thoughts of the 16 years just flooding through my brain. And this child I loved so much was sitting in the seat next to me, cold and hard, silent. And then all of a sudden her voice broke through the silence. And it was calm, but it was angry and intense. And she said, "I hate you. And I will never forgive you for doing this to me. But I'm going to go to rehab. I'm going to get well. And then you will never, ever see me again. Or my children." Well, my damaged heart shattered in 1,000 pieces. And I really didn't know what to do, what to say, how I continued to even drive that car. And so I just said it. The only thing I knew how to do was say a quick prayer. Oh God, what do I do? What do I say? And in that instant, I knew that as much as I loved her, no one loved her more than God. And I had to release her into His love, into His care. It's hard, right, Rob, right? And then I found myself saying these words. You know, your dad and I love you very, very much. And we love you enough that if that's the price that we have to pay, then we're willing to pay it. I really don't remember the rest of the trip, what happened. But what I can tell you is she was right. She went to rehab. She got well. But the other part of the story is I am so grateful because God restored our daughter to us. I'm grateful for the person that she's become. She's an amazing woman. She's got heart. She's got love. She's got compassion. And she loves with her whole heart. And I have to share with you that we did get to have a chance to be part of her life, her child's life, and now we have a great-grandchild. And so I just encourage you that the moments in our life, we have a choice. Sometimes we have to shift our perspective of what's going on. Sometimes we have to release the people that we love the most into God's care. And the other thing is, your past or even your present does not have to be your future. Thank you.
Wasn't that a great story? Great story. And thank you, Devra, for being brave to share that with everybody this morning.